During these 25 years, you've seen this extraordinary advancements, but also that we've seen this just very, very dramatic exponential rise in unsustainable pressures on the planet.
Back in 2008, we were talking about system change. And at the time, I don't think they had a clue what they were talking about. And now you find business leaders routinely talking about the need for system change. So I think the ground is now shifting. Question, will it go far enough and will it go in the right direction?
We no longer know when is the rainy season and when is the dry season for us in Cameroon. So as the climate conditions change, we have to make our agricultural calendars based on these climate conditions.
The world has understood, but still thinks that somehow there's a way out of this through muddling along incremental, linear pathways that does not, under any circumstances, rock the boat on our current wealth creation.
It is intuitive. It is a sense that there is something deeply broken. It's only a matter of time before it decomposes in front of our eyes.
In the process of turning food into a business, we probably went a little bit overboard because then we started having all these externalities. Food became an industrial thing.
We have to tell the truth about corporate sustainability. And the truth is, it had all the right intentions and motives, but it's not adequate.
I think it's really crucial to make a bridge from the elder generation to the younger generation, because if we lose it now, then we have nothing for the upcoming generation.
You can't build back resilience into these systems without regenerating them, without working out what you want from them and investing in these systems, in their health and their well-being.
Wheels helped us to plow fields and also move cannons in wars. I mean, tech is always going to be neutral. I don't think we can run away from that. It's really a question of how we end up using it.
People are put in the leadership for a reason. They need to ensure that this thing happens faster, that the level of urgency cannot be business as usual, that policies are put in place that ensure that we do the right thing, that policies are put in place that ensure that we are restoring faster, that policies are put in place that ensure that the most vulnerable among us are not paying for the cost of what is done by the most rich among us.
The test for progressive companies isn't going to be how good they get at further CSR. It's going to be how good they get at articulating the minimum required of governments to help transition through to a more sustainable world.
For too long, we've allowed these questions to be environmental issues when they're not. In fact, they're all about our human future. It's about security, wealth, and development.
The faith in government in these sorts of processes has evolved, I think, over time. Many number of us realize that, as I said earlier, we can't achieve the richest outcomes we want on our own, and we shouldn't try, right? I mean, the fact is we've got a more educated population now than we've ever had. We should be tapping into that for ideas and insights rather than assuming that government must do everything on its own.
What does development mean? And it's really important to question development for whom, by whom, for what.
The great change happens when people decide what they want within the realm of the plausible and then start taking concrete action to deal with it.
It's the systems that starts to break up around us. And now what? What are we now trying to build? And I find that both exciting and terrifying, probably in equal measure.
I feel so 100% certain that we have the winning narrative. And what I mean by that is that we have so much evidence that keeping the planet within a safe operating space gives multiple human benefits.
I take comfort in the fact that as human beings, we are very committed to finding answers to our problems. We are extremely innovative. We create problems for ourselves, but we have the ability to innovate ourselves out of those problems.
This incredible powerhouse that lies in young people. and the energy they want to bring to bear on these problems, both practically and politically. That gives me enormous courage in my own campaigning, and it strengthens my resolve.
It is important to understand that this is a long chain of contribution, long chain of struggles, and every contribution matters. So I am hopeful and I'm happy because I see things are making difference. And that's why I also feel that it's really important for us to take care of our mental health and physical health, because it's a long run. We all need to take care of ourselves and work together. We can do our part. We cannot have control of what other people are doing. So let's continue to do our part and hold them accountable and tell them we are watching.